This video was created to provide informations for those wishing to learn about car insurance market in California. I will present you several official statistics and figures that will allow you to choose your car insurance in California. Before you start, remember to subscribe, it's free for you, but very important to me. Thank you very much for your generosity. In 2020, there were 197,146 traffic crashes on California roads, with 3,322 people dying from a car accident and several tens of thousands of people who were injured. In addition, it is important to know that the rate of people killed on the roads in California is much higher than the average rate recorded by other states in the United States. It is therefore on this basis that we will be able to begin our analysis of data concerning car insurance in California. First of all, you have to understand that the price of car insurance varies greatly depending on age. Indeed, teenagers tend to be charged more because they are generally the category of people who are the least experienced and who are involved in the most accidents in California. Thereafter, the prices tend to fall according to age because people who start to be 30 years old, but also those of 40 or 50 years old, are those who have the fewest accidents because they have a lot of experience. Thus, having a good driving record can significantly lower the price of car insurance for people of this age. After age 70, drivers begin to age and experience diminished alertness when driving on the roads. The price of insurance therefore tends to increase from the age of 70. There are different car insurance companies in California. All these companies have specific pricing for each customer based on their age, driving history, driving style, type of car, and many other criteria. Rates can therefore vary enormously between two car insurance companies. To find the right insurance company, it is important to get at least 3 quotes from different insurers. According to experts, doing this allows you to compare prices, offers and associated services and the characteristics of insurance before making your final choice. We can now take a look at various statistics concerning car accidents in California. Indeed, these elements will make it easier for us to understand the importance of the car insurance market and how it is possible to reduce the annual price of your car insurance as much as possible. In California, speed is the main cause of car accidents for 29% of them. Then come distracting elements such as mobile phones, in particular with 18% of car accidents. We also find bad driving in bins, driving under the influence of alcohol, as well as driving without authorization. Dangerous overtaking and closed driving, although responsible for few accidents, are the result of often nervous drivers who end up causing an accident. A person who has committed one of these offenses will automatically have a much higher car insurance price than a driver who has never had this type of cause that can induce an accident more easily. A good way to pay less for your car insurance is therefore simply to be a good driver who does not drive too fast, who is not distracted, and who does not drive when he has drunk alcohol. Every day in California, and during the year 2017, 197,146 fatal and injury traffic accidents occurred. That's about 1 accident every 3 minutes, which brings us to a total of 480 car accidents per day in California. A very interesting indicator is the fact that every 1.13 kilometers traveled within the state there was an accident. This figure reveals the importance of road accidents in California and therefore the need to have car insurance that allows you to be covered in the event of bodily injury or material damage. There were exactly 3,582 fatal crashes during 2017 in California, with unfortunately 3,904 people who died as a result of a road accident. Finally, 137% of people with a California driver's license have been involved in a car accident. These data express the importance of road accidents in California every day. This also explains why insurance companies apply such high prices in their contracts. Car insurance rates vary greatly in different cities in California. Although the city of Los Angeles has a much higher average car insurance price than others, the state of California generally has much higher car insurance prices than other states in the United States. Los Angeles, with an average contract price of $2,941, is 34% above the average prices that are set across the state. Although larger cities generally have a higher probability of accidents due to increased traffic, cities like San Diego do not have a very high average price. Most metropolitan areas also tend to have a higher cost of living, meaning the costs of car components like doors or wheels and labor to assemble parts and repair them are more expensive, as is medical care. The gender type criteria is often put forward by insurance companies in order to adjust the rates of car insurance contracts. Indeed, men tend to be the most involved in car accidents because they are likely to engage in risky behavior. Thus, some insurance companies prefer to predict accidents by charging more expensive car insurance contracts for men. If you are a man, it is therefore possible that you will have to pay a little more for your car insurance than women. As we have said before, having good driving on the roads is one of the best ways to reduce your insurance costs. When you are subject to traffic tickets, accidents, or convictions for impaired driving, insurance companies are more likely to consider you a risky driver. So, these kinds of convictions, such as speeding tickets and at-fault accidents, can dramatically increase your annual insurance rates because the insurance company will take a lot more risk to insure you if you are a bad driver. Impaired driving is arguably the most serious offense for insurance. A case of driving under the influence, such as alcohol, can cost you thousands of dollars a year in premiums and insurance costs. The total amount people are willing to pay for car insurance also depends on the cost of living in the state of California. As we can see from the graph, car insurance represents only 5% of the total expenses of the population in California. The most important expense being the rent or the repayment of the housing loan. Next come expenses for children such as healthcare, school, and other toys to buy. There is of course food, which represents an important part of family expenses. It is important to manage your budget well and note all these expenses to be sure to pay for car insurance that is not too expensive and above our budget. There are two different types of rates for car insurance in California. Indeed, there is a minimum insurance with basic insurance services and which is therefore mandatory to drive safely. The average annual minimum coverage premium for car insurance in California is $619 at minimum. In addition, it is also possible to subscribe to a full coverage car insurance, which thus makes it possible to be insured against many problems related to the possession of a car, such as broken car windows, theft. It is also possible to be protected against certain accidents with specific causes. In California, the average annual full coverage premium for car insurance is around $2,190. The credit score is very important in the pricing of the insurance contract. This is valid for all insurances. Indeed, if a driver's credit score is low, the price of his car insurance will tend to increase sharply because he will be much more likely to have driving problems. Although with the credit score system, insurance companies can anticipate the risks associated with a person's conduct, California prohibits applying the credit score as a factor that can determine the price of an insurance contract. To obtain car insurance coverage, drivers must also pay third-party liability charges used by the insurance in the event of bodily injury or property damage resulting from an accident. These costs are therefore divided into bodily injury per person, bodily injury but also property damage per accident, and finally costs related to optional medical payments. Don't hesitate to put a like under the video and write a comment to tell me how much you pay for your car insurance. Also remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel and watch the other videos on the YouTube channel. Have a very good day and see you soon.